to Scarborough Fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. He once was a true love of mine. Trying to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seams nor needlework, then he'll be a true love of mine. Trying to find me an acre of land. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between salt water and the sea strands, then he'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. He once was a true love of mine.
Initialize dampeners. Cut and defeat. Begin transmission.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Bill, and you're watching the Sunday Hangout on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. And we have a few people who have joined us today. Let's check it out here and see who's here. Shaitan's Hammer showed up. Hey, man, welcome to the Weird Fantastic family. Shaitan's Hammer is my newest channel member. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you joining that, and it much appreciated. Going on down, Honor You 83 has shown up saying hello to everybody. Figuratively speaking is here. Good to see you. Radical Mom is with us today. Thank you for coming in, Radical Mom. And Radical Mom, she says that she liked Scarborough Fair which I played at the beginning of the show. It's a sweet tune, and I love it. The Thanos Copter is here. Hey, Thanos, man, good to see you. Congratulations on starting out your new channel, man. I've been checking things out, kind of lurking around and watching. So it's good to see you got your channel up and running. By myself today, Joneser is not going to be able to be with me. He's got things that he's got to do. I'm going to throw the chat up here on the side here so we can see folks chatting and everything. And just glad everybody showed up. Had a interesting show last night. If you missed it, watch the replay, man. It's a little bit of behind the scenes. Joneser and I have both been suffering a little bit of creator burnout. I know he's working long hours. I've been working long hours, and it's kind of hard when you're doing that, and you've got to do something every week for everybody to really get the creative juices flowing. And had an interview with Grindhead Jim, and I played that throughout the show, and had a special guest last night, Shiny Plastic People. I enjoyed having him here. Thanos Copter is telling me that a new episode should be up very soon over there on the Thanos Copter channel. So that would be a great thing if you guys would run over there and check out the Thanos Copter. So what am I going to be doing today? Well, I had a lot of icons up on the thumbnail, Dungeons and Dragons. We might pull those out. I know I want to look at the new figures that I created recently, Black Star and Eric, Son of Thunder. I finally got the Eric finished like I wanted him to be. And I've got a question for you guys about Eric, and we'll look at that in just a minute. And Mary Atwall, the wonderful radical mom, says that she will be watching the replay, but so much is going on. Hey, we understand that too, and Grindhead and I kind of covered that a little bit. At content creators, and if you're not one yet, Thanos, you are one now. You'll get it here pretty soon. When you're everywhere, and then suddenly you become a content creator, you can't be everywhere anymore. Suddenly you're not able to do all the things that you did before because you're either busy creating content or you're trying to stave off the burnout of being doing this all the time. So, that's one of the reasons why, a lot of times I watch replays, I watch people's stuff, and I may like it. I may even comment on it. But if it's live, sometimes I just lurk around, come in. I might say hey to everybody, and then, tell everybody to hit the like button. And then you might not hear from me again. That doesn't mean I'm not still there. But, it's just kind of hard sometimes. But let me know, guys, if there's anything in the collection that's handy that you might like to look at besides just what I'm going to spotlight today. Just want to hang out with you guys, the channel members and Patreons. If you'll look at your messages on either on Patreon or look at the community tab for a community members only thing. I'd love to hang out with you guys after the show's over with. I've got the link is there. You can show up if you want to. And what you got there, Shaitan? Let's see here. Bill putting the bug into me to do a puppet video. There you go, man. Check do it, man. I'd love to see what you got going on there, Shaitan. It'd be kind of cool. And Thanos Copter saying nice. Good deal, Thanos. So anyway, I thought I would just go ahead and plug this real quick. As you guys know, I've been telling you guys about it here, and I finally got a little video cut together about it. We've got a contest coming up for Mossman, Origins Mossman, and McFarlane Toys Superpowers Robin. And thank you, Thanos, for subbing to Shaitan's Hammer. I subbed to Shaitan's Hammer a while back. good deal, man. Everybody sub to each other. That is so cool. I mean, I love this community and the way we work together like that. I got a couple of new subscribers over the last couple of days, so you know my subscriber count is slowly climbing on up there. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe today. Let me go ahead and throw this up there for you guys. You know how it works. You know, you hit the like button, you hit the share button, and you hit the subscribe button, and that notification bell lets you know whenever I am going on air. So appreciate that. Another thing that I want to kind of hit real quick during the little housekeeping here at the beginning of the show. I do have merch available. I'm wearing the Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures t-shirt myself right now. Merch is available at weird-fantastic-toy-adventure.myspreadshop.com. I've got all kinds of merchandise, and I've got 3 different design logos that you can get. I've got the coffee cups. You know, you see me drinking out of my Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures coffee cup all the time, which reminds me, I need some coffee. And good Lord, I drank too much coffee last night and stayed up nearly all night long. So I got up late this morning, and I had to just rush to get things done. I had to redo my end credits so I could get Shaitan's hammer shouted out in there, and then I had to cut this little video. So let's look at the contest and how to enter. I've got a lot of entries so far. I would like to get more, so here's how to get in the contest.
It's time to play a Wheel of Fortune on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Enter to win Mossman. Email weirdfantastictoys@gmail.com. Include in the subject line contest Mossman. In the body, your name and mailing address. Include an optional screen name if you want something different on the screen. Winners outside the continental United States must pay shipping costs. Enter the contest to win McFarlane Superpowers Robin. Email weirdfantastictoys@gmail.com. In the subject line, include contest Robin. In the body, your name and mailing address, and optional screen name to put on the screen for the contest. Winners outside the continental USA must cover shipping costs. Tune in to the Sunday Hangout, Sunday, October 29th, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central.
So tune in that Sunday hangout at the end of October, and see if you win the contest. Let's check out what folks are saying here. A World Made of Cardboard has made it in. Hey man, good to see you, John. Glad you showed up and joined us. I would love to see everyone enter the contest that would like to win the prize. I would like a separate email for each entry. So if you want to enter the Mossman contest, an email for Mossman. If you also want to enter into the Robin contest, a separate email for Robin. And I just warn you guys, Susudio has already claimed that Robin, and I think she's got her claiming on that Mossman. And I don't know where Pop Actor Rick is. He was noticeably absent last night, and I haven't seen him yet this morning. But Pop Actor, you can't give me $20 and rig the contest. Sorry, man. It just doesn't work that way. The site doesn't let me rig it, man. So I can't rig it for you, but I can give you the same chance that everybody else does on that wheel. And we might even do a duck race for one of them. So that might be a lot of fun. Matter of fact, let me go over here and see if I can put a poll up. All right, let's see here. It's been a while since I've opened up Studio and actually tried to interact with everyone. Let's see, engage audience. Start a poll. Okay, here's the question. Should we do a duck race as well as wheel of fortune. And yes and a no. And there's the poll. It's going up. So you guys can interact with that poll while we talk and stuff. So here we go. How you been, John? I haven't seen you in a while. Once again, all you Patreons and channel members, check your community tab or check your Patreon messages. I did put the link up to this stream on there, so after the show, if you wanted to hang out for a few minutes with me, I'd be happy to do that. Get a chance to meet and greet one another. It's always fun to meet folks. And even if you don't have a very good connection, if you want to turn your camera off and just use the audio, that'd be fine. And I've noticed that John, the figuratively speaking, John, you've had a pretty rough internet connection here lately, man. I suffered from that for a while. I don't know who your internet provider is, but maybe you need to contact them and see what's going on. Either that or increase your speeds. I had to up my package and increase my speeds. And even now, Sparklight, y'all can kiss my butt, because even now, every once in a while there's noise in the line that causes me to drop in and out. I think football season is starting, and I know that when football season starts, that my numbers are going to kind of slow up. So I appreciate everybody who showed up today. Let's see if we can get that toy cam going here. I wanted to show off some of the things that I've done this week. One of the first things that I did Saturday morning, because I actually had off Saturday, was I bought this from Manic Plastic Toy Shop. It's a real road ripper. It's not the quote unquote ground ripper. It's the real deal. Here's the T handle, and let's see if we can make that sucker run here real quick with that T handle down in there. So when you take that T handle and pull it, that sucker goes. And I cleaned it up a little bit. I mean, it's not perfectly clean. It's still got some black marks on it. This thing's been played with quite a bit by some young child back in the day, but it didn't have but just a couple of stickers. I think it had one eye, and it had this sticker here on it. And I took those off. I cleaned her up a little bit and re-stickered her. The seat belt tab on this side is broken, and the seat belt's missing on it. So I don't know if I could actually put a figure on it and actually race him down the road. I probably would have to figure out some way of rubber banding him down on there or something. But it makes a nice display piece, and it's vintage, and it's near complete. So I'm really happy about that. What do you guys think about that? I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. Made Cardboard said he's driving. You be careful, John. I don't mind you listening to me, but there's no need in trying to watch me while you're driving. So, Mr. Benny's here with us. Hey, Mr. Benny, how's it going? He's saying hello to everybody. Glad you joined us. The other thing that I was able to do yesterday morning was, if you guys may remember, the other day I was talking about Eric, and I was very displeased with the way the paint application came out on his cuffs, because I had run out of Tester's white paint, the kind of paint that I normally use when painting action figures and plastics. And I'd gone to, I'm I'm gonna get you there, figuratively speaking. I went down to Dollar General and bought some of that cheap ass paint that they sell in there, and that crap ain't worth a damn. And when I painted it on there, it was just flaking off, and so I repainted the cuffs. And look, I'll tell you how cheap that paint was, man. I actually dipped the cuff back in some water, and I was able to wipe the paint off with a piece of paper towel after it had dried. It had been dried for over a week. That's how bad that paint is. Don't buy that crap. I don't know what it's made to paint, but it's not made to paint plastic. That's for damn sure. But anyway, I was able to get those cuffs repainted. I put about 3 coats of paint on there, and I was able to paint the designs on his cuffs that sort of matched what the figure looks like. I've got one back here. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of that Pixel Dan comparison time, and let's look at a vintage figure and see what it looks like. So here's the vintage figure here. Let's move this over just a little bit. Bring him in the screen. Take me away. Y'all don't need to look at my ugly mug. Go back over here to the toy cam. I'll throw those comments back up on the screen. Let me there we go. You see everybody commenting and everything. Hey Susudio, good to see you. And Susudio, you have a new fellow weirdo. Shaitan's Hammer has joined the channel, so that was great. And anyway, this is a vintage figure here, and we'll put him sideways where you can see his cuff there, the design that's on his cuff. And I tried to match that here with my figure. And now what I used was I actually used a Sharpie marker to color that in, and it's indelible. So it's easier to work with that than it is to try to paint something like that on there. But I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, I think it looks good personally. And kind of matches the regular figure. Miss Deborah's here. Hello, how are you doing? It's good to see you. And figuratively speaking, says I have a vintage and an orange version of the Road Ripper. Yeah, I do too, man. I've got that too. And there's Miss Deborah saying hello to everybody. So good to see y'all in. Everybody saying hello to each other. Good deal. But anyway, if you notice, my vintage figure is not wearing an original loincloth on him. Let me do this. We'll zoom back out. There we go. He's wearing a Cape Master reproduction loincloth. I bought that along with the vest that's on the Origins figure there. And it's not like the old one. The little knife holder's in a different position and made differently, and it's got a snap on it, and I really like that. And of course, this was in the kit that I bought from Lee Customs, the loincloth here that's on the Origins figure, and it's made to fit that Origins figure. This is made to fit on the vintage figure, so it doesn't fit on him. It's too loose. So if I were to put this on him, I would have to take it in a little bit. You seamstresses would know what I'm talking about on that one. Hey, Adam, what's going on, man? Glad you showed up, man. Good to see you. But anyway, yeah. Now I'm thinking about going ahead and modifying the brown loincloth and putting it on this figure. What do you guys think about that? I'd love to see your answers in that. Let me run over here and see how that poll is doing. It looks like we got about 71% of you guys saying yes. That's pretty cool. Let's see what we got. 29% say no and 71% are saying yes. So looks like one of them is going to be a duck race. So we'll let that go for a little bit longer, and then we might change it and see which one we want to do as the duck race, Robin or Mossman. So we'll check that out here in a second. But anyway, the other figure that I've got back here, we'll put these guys over to the side for just a second, is Black Star. and you guys may have seen him last week. And the boots that he was wearing last week were some Man-at-Arms boots, which is a different shade of brown. I went on the Evil Bay, and I bought just these brown boots, and I love that shade of brown. It just fits well with the figure and makes it look so much better. And the other thing that I did, and I probably spent a little bit too much money, but the original Black Star figure had a scabbard for his sword that went on his back, and there's actually a hole in the vintage figure's back where the tab fits in. So I actually drilled a hole in the back of my figure so that it could hold his scabbard. I hear you all gasping. I mean, look, it's designed to look like the figure that it's replicating. And yes, the sword that came with the kit fits really nicely into get it out of his hand there. Fits really nicely into the scabbard here. Check that out. So I feel like my Black Star is ready for prime time. So I knocked old Eric over. Let's get his tomahawk back in his hand. There we go. And you're looking at the different colors of these two tomahawks. This is not an original tomahawk. This is a repro tomahawk. I don't think that color is correct. I think this color is more correct to what the vintage looked like. This is also a reproduction that came with the kit that I got from Lee Customs. So let's see what folks are doing here. Radical Toys says, I just got in the door, got some Joes waiting for me when I got home. Cool, man. Cool. And everything's plastic here. Hey, man, how's it going? Good to see you, man. He said, what Joes? So, Adam, you got to tell him what Joes that you got waiting on you at the house. So, We're Made of Cardboard says, is at Walmart. Do you all need anything? He's going to the toy aisle, so if you need some toys, check it out. Hey, John, run over there to the collector section while you're in there and see if they got the Joker, Mego Joker. I'm kind of looking for him. Let me know. So that's the two figures I'm looking for in the Mego line are Joker and Batman. I'm not really pleased about the removable cowl Batman, but you know, to fill out my new Mego collection, I would love to have it. And Thanos Copter here saying they look good, love the Black Star, still hoping for a revival. Man, that would be great. I know that Black Star cartoons in their entirety are available here right on YouTube. I may watch some this afternoon. I played the Black Star opening the other day on the late night show, I think it was, and I got a copyright ID on that one. So apparently, I think NBC Universal owns the rights to that. They're pretty protective of it for some odd reason. So Tomax and Zaymot are what Radical Toys is going to do. So I'm sure that we're going to get a video on Tomax and Zaymot, and I would love to see that. Or Walmart at Cardboard says, my Walmart collection section is terrible. It's been gutted for months. I've never been to a good Walmart collector section. Usually it's overflowing with the cancer known as pops. They're just everywhere, and I don't think anybody buys them because there's just too many of them always there. And what's Mr. Benny saying here? He says, hey, Bill, is it better for you if we're a patron or a channel member through YouTube? I'll be honest with you. As being a channel member is great, but you're going to get the same stuff from Patreon, and I get more back out of Patreon than I do out of YouTube. YouTube collects more percentage of the money than Patreon does. It's all up to you. You can be either or. But like I said, I'm trying to. I've got tiers on the channel memberships on YouTube. So when I get 8 members on the YouTube channel, you'll be able to see your icon channel member shout outs above the videos and the live streams on the screen. And at that point, I'm actually going to follow what I say I'm doing on the rules, which means that if you're just a weirdo, you're not going to be able to hit the hangouts after the show and stuff like that. But I'm going to continue to do that with Patreon because there are no levels on Patreon. Save. What's going on here? Does anybody buy Funko Pop? I don't think so. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah. I get more percentage of money off of the Patreon than I do off of YouTube. That's just like if you'll notice the pinned comment up at the top that's asking for tips over there on Streamlabs. Streamlabs tips work just like Super Chats as far as I'm concerned, and I get more money from that than I do if you Super Chat me through YouTube. But I mean, it's all good. All the money is all going straight into the channel. Shaytan's Hammer says he needs a battle ram. I've got one back there. That's vintage battle ram back there behind Black Star. And I've got the little missile. I don't have it all the way in. I can put it in. It does fire. It works. That thing was restored not too long ago, probably a few months ago after I got it. Got it restickered with some Zach Parrott stickers, and it looks really, really sweet. I love the battle ram. Battle ram was one of my favorite vehicles for He-Man. Yes, more for me, man. That's what happens. Thanos Copter saying, I have the Thundar Pops, but that's it. Mostly because I wanted them represented in the collection, and those figures are damn pricey. I'm going to tell you what. I forget what company. Somebody had told me the other day what company had made them. They made some 6 or 7 inch Thundar the Barbarian figures. I think it was Thundar, Ukla the Mock, and Ariel. And those things go for ridiculous prices over there on Evil Bay now. But man, I wish I'd got my hands on them when they first came out. Radical Toy says, when you're monetized, it's actually a bit better, I find, to be membership because it hits the $100 threshold faster and you get paid. Otherwise, I say Patreon, less fee taken out like this. That's true. In order for me to get a payout from YouTube, I have to hit the $100 threshold in order to get that payout. And that I just don't worry about it. I haven't hit the $100 threshold yet because my Super Chats and my channel memberships haven't reached that point. But now I've got 2 channel members, so it'll eventually get there. I mean, I'm not too concerned about it. Radical Toys is saying Snow Job's on my list to get. And Miss Deborah's telling everybody to hit them like buttons. Please do. Yeah, absolutely. Hit the like button. Toy Nami. Thank you. Yes, Toy Nami was the one that made those in the early 2000s. That's correct, Thanos Copter. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah, those Thundar figures were the bomb, man. I wish I had got my hands on them. Those are so damn cool. They're out of my price range. Figuratively speaking, I'm very choosy on Funko Pop, so I've only got like 3. Okay. Everything's plastic says getting to $100 sucks. LOL. Hey man, the other day, man, I saw you killing it on Super Chats, man. You're doing good over there, man. You're doing really good. I'm waiting to get and Radical, you may catch this here soon too, because once you get the 1,000, once you get to the 1K subscriber mark, you actually get to join the partnership program that allows you to get revenue from ads. And look, from what I understand, they're already playing the ads, whether you want them to or not, on selected videos. Gojutron has experienced this. He's not monetized and doesn't want to be. They're still putting ads on his videos. So once I can monetize my videos with the ads, the ad revenue is where you get the money. That's how you get up to the $100 threshold. So won't be too bad. Thanos Cotter says, I actually have the RL and Ookla. Managed to find them at decent prices, but I haven't found a Thundar anywhere near reasonably priced. Man, good luck on that, man. Maybe someday you will. Susudio says, I'm the first and original weirdo. Yes, you are. Yeah, Shaitan, ads are on everything now, and they've also changed the thing so that you can't decide where your ads go anymore. You can't decide to run just a beginning ad or just a middle ending ad and no mid-roll ads. The AI decides where your ads go, and it decides what type of ads that show up. So they've taken a lot of control away from us creators, man. Goodness gracious. Sue Studio says, I see ads on your replays. Yeah, I'm not ad monetized yet. They're still showing ads on my stuff. So yeah, there you go. It's not me doing that. I haven't yet reached that monetization mark, but I want to, just so that I can get my money. I think I deserve the money on the ad that's already playing on there. What do you guys think? There were ads on my channel before monetization as well. Yeah, it happens. Hey, Miss Jennifer, good to see you. How's Sir Clifton? He said he had to move some stuff around there in his studio, so you let me know how that's going. And Radical Toys saying Patreon combined with ad payment is pretty decent. Not too bad. Not too bad. Radical also saying there is an option if you want to put more ads on. If you want, I tried it during my lives, but people were saying every 10 minutes is an ad, so I put it in. Yeah, man, that is ridiculous. I have watched some replays of some stuff like Y-Files, and it's so ridiculous that you can't really get into watching the show. And the way they pop them in there, it'll just pop them in there mid-sentence. Somebody, it's terrible. Studio saying, I think I'm going to order a Funko Pop of myself. They will make them to look like you. Yeah, well, sure they do. The buck's the same. They just kind of paint it up differently. They don't change the facial structures or anything on them. That's what I don't like about them. Let's see. Shaitan's Hammer. A 5.5 Thundar Uklon Ariel would be awesome. Yeah, it would be. I've seen people who have done origins of the Thundar figures, customs, and yeah, yes, Miss Deborah, I deserve the money that they're making off my stuff. I feel like anyway, and so what Studio saying here, it's funny that some of the ads that show up on Salty Cracker are Biden and Warnock ads. Yeah, he knows that. And he knows that YouTube is doing that purposefully. They absolutely are. Not sure how the YouTube shorts work on payment, though. Any light on that, Bill? I know that at one time shorts didn't generate revenue, but now they do. And I don't have any clue how that works, Adam. So he's a busybody currently. Yeah, he was a busybody last night too. He told me that he wasn't able to make the show. So I told him, I said, "That's all cool, man. You got to do the things that you have to do and everything." See, everything's flexible says I make more money off of shorts. Well, see, you're doing those shorts the way you're supposed to do them. I'm lazy about shorts. I don't really do them like I ought to, but yeah, I'm sure you're making plenty of money off your shorts. Your shorts are what got you where you are. I know they are, and you're doing great over there with those shorts. Oriole was my first animated crush. Okay, so Chris says roughly 4 cents Canadian per 1,000 views. So and Chris, Adam, Chris is in Canada as well. So he's telling you exactly what you need to know, because I know you're in Canada, so that's how that works. All right, I'm messing with my camera here. Didn't mean to. I stepped on the cord. So that was what I've been up to this week with those figures. I'm fixing to break out the D&D figures, because I want to kind of I want to set up a little display with those maybe. And Studio, I believe, is talking here. She says, any creator that puts in the work and posts on the YouTube should get ad revenue paid from ads. Absolutely. If they're putting ads on there, you need to get the money off of it. So, you know, they have their rules, and their rules are kind of arbitrary, but that's the way it goes. Let's go over here to the studio and see. Poll still duck race, and 70% say yes. So I'm going to end the poll at that and say we're going to have a duck race. So let's do another poll. Okay, which toy should the duck race be on? Toy should have a duck race. And first option is going to be Moss Man. Second option is going to be Robin. And I'll let you guys vote on that. So, new poll coming up. Right now, 100% for Moss Man on the duck race. So we'll see how that turns out. Meantime, you get to watch me put some figures away so I can get some new figures out. And while I'm doing that, we'll talk about what's up here. So I always keep my figures in a vintage figure case. So let me get you out of the way there. Put this case up here. And we're going to put Eric in here. I'm going to do a video about Eric. So those of you who don't know who he is, I'm going to do a little deep dive on him, kind of a la Hercules the other day. When I got that figure finished, I did a little deep dive on him. I think that'd be kind of cool. Let's see. We're gonna put you over here on the table of figures back here in the back. Lose his knife. There we go. Rose Ripper is gonna go back here as well. Let's see where I can put that right there. Take the Zodak's chair. Isn't that cool? I just love that Zodak chair. They should have made this for Zodak in the line for real. But that Zodak needs to have his cosmic chair to fly around in. Put that around back here. Got my new birds. We looked at them the other day. I need to put my vintage birds away in the vintage box now that I've got Origins birds to replace them. And these birds pretty much are just straight up copies of the vintage birds. And I'll put them upside down back here in the back. There we go. And I think I'll leave this stuff up here. There's old Point Dread. You guys are wondering about Point Dread. That the bottom part is vintage, and the actual Talon Fighter is the new Origins version. Let's see here. Look here. I'll put these back here in the background and tease you guys. There's our contest prizes back there in the back for you guys to look at me. Catch up on the chat here. Every post says Robin calls it's another bird. Okay, for the duck race. Now we'll check out the poll here in a minute and see how it went. Alphabet writes rules and locks them in a vault so their customer can't see them. I agree with that, Shaitan. They don't tell you how the rules actually work. It's so vague. Studio says Moss Man is mine. Robin is mine. So Studio has decided that she's going to win both of those contests. So let's see how that poll is looking. Look like I got 75, 6. Oh, it's moving around on me. Folks are voting on this. Let's see how folks are voting. So we got 67% want duck race for Robin and 33% wanted duck race for Mossman. So it looks like Robin's winning that one right now. We'll go back and check that out here in a minute and see how it's going. Sue Studio says figures have come a long way since I was young. They're more detailed than back then, and the arms and legs have joints. Back then, Barbies and G.I. Joe were all stiff-legged. Yeah, Barbie pretty much had 5 points of articulation, if I'm not mistaken, back in those days. G.I. Joe had a little bit more articulation than that. I remember when I had a G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip and the eagle eyes and all that when I was a kid. I had one, you pull his dog tag out and he would say stuff. I think he was the Commando G.I. Joe. Anyway, let's get down in here. Oh, I'll tell you what. I found something the other day and I thought I would throw it in there. This is the original X-ray specs. It's what they look like nowadays when you buy them from Transscience or at a fun shop or whatever. I'm thinking about giving these away to somebody at some point or another. So I thought I'd tease you guys with that. But anyway, let's get down here and get some D&D figures out. I've got Strongheart back here in the back. And I've also got Warduke. And I had them out last week. But I just love these figures from the old television show. And I just thought I would start pulling those guys out. So that's kind of what I'm going to do here. Let me throw me up there on the screen and say, hey guys, I'm opening these boxes here with these figures in them. Let's see, ball joints are surprisingly a newish thing. They are, Shaitan, they are. And Miss Jennifer and Miss Deborah saying hi to each other. So let's get Hank out first. And I think I'm just going to put his regular bow in his hand. I'm going to get Sheila out. Now, you talking about crushes. When I was a little kid watching the D&D cartoons, Sheila was my crush. She's a little redhead, too. She was the thief. And she had a cloak of invisibility that she wore. Here she is. And she had a little brother, and he was the barbarian, Bobby. And Bobby had a little pet unicorn named Uni. And they came as a set here in the 40th anniversary D&D set that they put out by Hasbro. I remember when these figures first came out, there was a lot of controversy because when Pixel Dan got his, the Hank broke his hand. The hands broke on the Hank figure, so Bobby's got a club, so we got to put his club in his hand here, so I'll put that right there. I haven't experienced any issues with mine. I was afraid that it was going to be the case, and at first I thought I wasn't even going to buy them, but when I saw them in Walmart, I went ahead and bought the first set of figures, and as a result of that, I had to get the rest of them as well. And I haven't experienced any real problems with their joints or any issues with them breaking. So I'll just let you guys know that now I think they're going to be okay. Stand up there, Bobby. Bobby's little feet don't want him to stand for some reason. I think the club's giving him too much forward momentum there. Let's see if we can get him to stand on his feet. Come on, Bobby. Oop, I dropped his club. All right, put the club in your hand and hold it up like that. I'm going to have to lean him back here in the back. A little unicorn there. See if we can make Sheila stand. And let's give Hank. Let's see. Haven't had any issues with them, but I did heat them after seeing the initial troubles, and usually don't do that with my figures. Yeah, I heated the figures when I got them as well. I think I got the oldie hair dryer in here and was working with them to make sure that they didn't break like that. So probably a good idea. And a lot of toy companies have been having issues with their plastics like that. I don't know why that's a new thing. Well-made cardboard, nothing new at Walmart. And that's not really any news either. It never is anything new. Some company made a 1.1 scale Thundar Sun Sword. I never heard about that, Shaitan. I wonder who did that. So Studio says Barbie in the 60s just had the head that went back and forth in the arms and legs, the shoulder and hip, you know. Jennifer Post says, we have more people in the chat than we have likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Show your guys some love. Thank you, Miss Jennifer. You tell them. Said all the good stuff's gone, says the Warmare Cardboard. Shocked, says Thanos Carpenter. And Shaitan's Hammer says, Uni is cute. Yes, she is. All right, well, let's get our acrobat Diana out. She's pretty, too. She's a pretty little girl. And I like her costume. It's very Motu-ish, especially that belt. So she's got a staff, and I'm going to get her staff out and get her out. And let's see if we can put her over there on display with those figures. All righty. These figures over here out of the way. We've got two more. First, we've got Presto. He is the wizard, or as we used to call them in the game Dungeons and Dragons, magic user. He's a magic using wizard. And he comes with two heads, one with the for the hat and one without the hat. And I think I'm going to have him wear his hat today. So let me get out. There's the hat. Dropped it in the floor. And let's see. So we got hair. Hat that goes with the hair. Let's see. Put this back up in its box. And get Presto fixed up here. I'm going to set the box right here because I got to put this hair in the box. The hair comes off. So you have to pop that hair loose. Let you see what I'm doing here. There it goes. Yeah, hair pops off his head. Put that in there. It's that new hair on his head. It's got the little tab up there at the top for his hat to sit on. I can get it down on his head. Pop it on there good. There we go. Now, I got it on there. Now pop his hat on his head. There we go. So now he can wear his hat. All right, let's put these guys out here. So we'll put Presto right here next to Hank. See if I can make him stand. Get his feet to sit properly so that he'll hold himself up. There we go. And let's get Diana. Let's move this out of the way. And Diana's got her staff. Let's see if we can get her to hold her staff in both hands. All right, hold your staff, baby. There we go. And there we go. Now, let's get her to stand. Like I said, I mean, looking at her boots and the belt that she's wearing here, and the way her loincloth and her top look, she's very Motu-ish looking. Don't you guys think so? She fits right in Motu, so let's put her right here. There we go. Go so we can see him. Diana's hot. Yes, she is. D&D Carad, best casted live action remake today. I agree with that. Hey, Screw Your Feelings. Good to see you, man. Glad you showed up today, man. Screw Your Feelings says, love the D&D cartoon. You see the car commercial from a couple years. Yes, that was a great car commercial. And Screw Your Feelings agrees with Shady Ann's Hammer about Diana being hot. All right, and next, last but not least, we have Eric the Cavalier. And he was voiced by the great Donnie Most, Ralph the Mouth from Happy Days. He was our nonconformist. He was the one that was always going against the group. And that was a trope. Back in the 70s and the 80s, that everybody had to cooperate with one another, and if you didn't cooperate, that you always would be losing. So that's why Eric always ended up with mud on his face, because he always contradicted the group and didn't want to go along with what everybody else did. And his magic item was a shield of protection. And it also includes the magic glow to go around it. I'm not going to put that on it because they're not fighting right now. They're just on display. They're just kind of standing around. So there's no need to put the magic glow around the shield for this display. And I'm not going to get Dungeon Master and Avenger out unless you guys say that you want me to. We'll see. But I won't put his shield on his arm right here so he can hold his shield. And, oops, knocking everybody over there, Eric. All right, let's put Sheila here beside Hank. I always thought Hank was her boyfriend. And Hank right here. Have Sheila stand next to him. And bring Bobby and Uni up to the front, and we'll let Eric stand right here. Now, I had some trouble getting Bobby to stand on his feet here, so I'm going to work his feet a little bit, see if I can make him stand on his own. Here's she is. Cute little unicorn. All righty. There they are, the Dungeons and Dragons kids. All right. So what do you guys think? You think I should pop out old Dungeon Master? I don't want to put Venger together though, but I will if you guys really want me to. A super chat will make me put Venger together. If I get if I get a $5 super chat, I'll put Venger together. How about that? Let's check out the poll. All right, the poll says 70% Moss Robin for Duck Race and 30% Moss Man. So there we go. That's 11 votes in. How many people are watching today? So they got 13 people watching. So a couple people haven't voted yet, but I think we got it pretty much. Robin, 67% Robin, 33% Moss Man. So most folks think that Robin should have a duck race. So for the Robin figure on the contest, we'll do a duck race for him. All right, I'll end that poll and come back over here. And tell you what, guys, since a few people showed up a little late, I'm going to go ahead and go back over here and play the contest video one more time. Give you guys a chance to see what's available in the contest, when it's going to be, and how to enter.
It's time to play a Wheel of Fortune on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Enter to win Moss Man. Email weirdfantastictoys@gmail.com, including the subject line Contest Moss Man. In the body, your name and mailing address. Include an optional screen name if you want something different on the screen. Winners outside the continental United States must pay shipping costs. Enter the contest to win McFarlane Superpowers Robin. Email weirdfantastictoys@gmail.com. In the subject line, include Contest Robin. In the body, your name and mailing address, and optional screen name to put on the screen for the contest. Winners outside the continental USA must cover shipping costs. Tune in to the Sunday Hangout, Sunday, October 29th, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central.
And there's how you get in the contest. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to kill the toy cam for right now. She's taking up a little bit too many resources. So I'm going to have to take that on off the screen for right now. We can pull it back up maybe later once the computer gets going a little bit better. But so I got my D&D figures out. Maybe next week we'll go ahead and put Strongheart and Warduke there behind them, and maybe even get old Venger out. But I'll get Venger out today for a super chat. trying to get a little money going there. I hate begging, but that's how it works, man. I've seen the other guys do it on their channels. So I figured I would too. See. Don't you guys think that Diana figure is basically Wonder Woman with a color change and a minor wardrobe adjustment? Well, maybe. She's kind of similar to Wonder Woman, but of course they're all supposed to be like teenagers, and they're 17, 18 years old for the big ones. I think Presto might be a little bit younger than Diana and Sheila and Bobby were. And Eric, and not Bobby, but Eric, and then Bobby was just a little kid. He was probably 11, 12 years old, maybe a little younger than that, maybe 9. He's little, I guess 8 or 9 years old, maybe. But anyway, we're gonna have the Mossman contest, the Robin contest coming up on the 29th of October. I'm going to try to put together some kind of Halloween special for that show. So it'll be fun. We'll do duck races for Robin, and we'll do Wheel of Fortune for Moss Man. Everybody has put their votes in, and that's how it's going to go. And I think I'm going to leave these guys up on display. I think what I'll do next week, I'll take the Motu stuff down and I'll put together the dungeon set. And a little castle dungeon with the stairs and all that I got, all made out of cardboard, but I had to buy it that way. We'll put that set together, and we'll have the D&D figures in there, and we'll get the big figures out and everything. We'll do that next week. It's been an hour show today. I'm by myself. Today's show was playing with toys day. I love to play with my toys, and that's what I'm going to do next Sunday too. Everything's Plastic, Collectibles, and Reviews has given me a super chat. Let's see what that is. Is that a super sticker or it's just a super chat? Thank you so much. Canadian $2.79 through super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Every little bit is appreciated. Every little bit. And tell you what, Chris, I'm going to give you a gift. You've got it right there. You will see it next time you chat in the chat. So Studio says, I may be stupid. Well, what do you mean by a duck race and how does it work? Okay. There's a website that does this for me, but it's based upon an old carnival game where they had a trough, and it ran in a circle basically, and the water ran around the circle, and they had these little plastic floaty ducks with numbers on them, and you paid the carnival barker 25 cents, and you got a duck with a number on it. And he would take everybody's duck and he would put them in the little trough, and they would the water would make them race around, and whoever's number came in first won the duck race. But there's a website that lets you replicate that here on the internet. Hey, what's going on there, Will? I saw that video that you popped up really, really early this morning. I haven't had a chance to watch it all. I started watching it and went to sleep while I was watching it. So this afternoon, when I'm relaxing in the living room, I'm going to sit down and check that out. Oh, and if you check your Patreon, Will, I'm letting everybody do a hangout here after the show's over with. If you want to come hang out with me, I'd love to talk to you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Say that hammer makes me think of Duck Hunt. Yeah. And Radical Mom saying hi to Wilhelm. It's good to see you, man. I don't know if you had a chance to watch last night's show about creator burnout, but me and Grindhead Jim had a long convo, and I cut that up and split it up a little bit. And one of the conversations we have about how hard it is to try to catch each other's stuff once we become content creators. So, it's one of those things that you just have to live with, I guess. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Good to see you showing up. What's going on, Mike Fee? Yeah, I know. But anyway, Will, I'm going to watch your video, man. Oh, and that reminds me, the entire interview that I had with Grindhead Jim is probably somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes. I didn't put nearly as much of the interview. I had to cut parts of it out. But I'm going to put the entirety of that video up for Patreons and channel members to watch if you want to watch that. It's not a boring watch at all, because Grindhead Jim is very entertaining, and he's got some great ideas, and he talks about some of his life experiences in the Marine Corps and as a heavy metal drummer. And I had to cut a lot of that out because, even though it was relevant to what we were talking about in the interview, figuratively speaking, has given me a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much, man. That means I've got to do Venger, folks. He says, keep it up, and it's a little pair dancing. All right, man. All right, so the $5 super sticker there it is. Ching, 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 ching. There it is right there. There we go. Means that Venger is coming out along with Dungeon Master. Wow. Thank you so much. Ostradamus Toys clapping and saying great job on that. So thank you for showing up, Ozzy. I've tried to catch as much of your show as I could after my show was over last night, but I was falling asleep in the chair, man. I had to take out. But you guys had a marathon show. I think you broke last week's record again this week. So, man, good job, Ozzy. So we're gonna get Venger going. So that means I got to get Ye LD Toy Cam back going again here. So give me a sec, folks, and I'll get the Toy Cam back running. Got to get the preview up here. Hit the icon here and do this. Boom. All right. So Toy Cam now back in operation. And dude, 8 hours was long. I know. I don't see how you do it, man. In that interview I had with Grindhead Jim, there's a section there where we talk about how live streaming takes it out of you. Like I said, that wasn't in what we saw last night, but that is in the entirety of it, and all that's going to be available for channel members and Patreon. So you guys be on the lookout for that, because it will be coming up as soon as I can get it uploaded this afternoon. So here it is, right here. I'm opening up the box so that we can take a look at Dungeon Master and Venger. And I've got to put Venger together, and I'm going to put his wings on, because I am going to do exactly what I said if I got a $5 super chat. And that's what I got. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and helping me in all of this. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out the backdrop as well. One of the things that happened with my backdrop that kind of really pissed me off, and I'm just going to have to live with it. The backdrop is supposed to come out like this right here, right? And this piece here was attached on this end, and when I folded it out, it actually just snapped completely off. No, messed up. But yeah, that's the way things work. So I'm going to go ahead and set the backdrop up as well, and we're going to pull our teases out. Here's Robin, and here's the Moss Man from the contest. We're going to pull those out and put them out of the way for just now, so that I can set up the backdrop. And I'm going to pull Strongheart and Warduke back here, and Hank's wanting to fall. Let me fix his feet so he'll stand on his own. Stand up, Hank. Stand up, Hank. Stand up, Hank. There he goes. And let's put our little diorama backdrop up back here in the back. It's the carnival. It's the carnival from the opening and closing of the show. There we go. And we put everybody back here in the background. Let's go over here. And right there. Bobby up front in front of his sister. Uni right there. And here's the Dungeon Master. Put him over here. There we go. Now, there's a peg back here in the back, and the wings peg right into that. Just like that. And here is our bad guy. All right, there we go. So that $5 super sticker got Venger out of the box. Let's catch up on the chat here. Yes, let's go. And Radical Mom says, Oz, that was a day's work. Yeah, those guys, man, they go for long. And he started early. And I think you did that on purpose. You started early just so you could go longer. I know you did, Oz. Ozzy says it was, but it was worth it and had a lot of fun. Yeah, and as the show goes on, as later it gets kind of interesting over there at Ostradamus Toys. I can tell you that for sure. And sometimes I may even show up when Ozzy lets me. As long as you had fun, that's what it's all about. Absolutely. Shatan's Hammer says, I'm shocked that Venger got past the censors in the 80s. I'm not. He really didn't do anything all that awful, and he fell well within what needed to be for Saturday morning at the time. Mr. Benny says, I like the elimination option the Wheel of Fortune gives. It makes it much more entertaining. It sounds like the winning duck is the winner, one and done. No, Mr. Benny. No. The duck races, we're going to do them just like the Wheel of Fortune. So everybody's that enters the Robin contest will get a duck, and we'll have a duck race. And when that one duck, whatever duck wins the race, actually gets eliminated. Okay, and then we run the ducks again, and just like Wheel of Fortune, eliminate, run the ducks again and eliminate, run the ducks again and eliminate. And whoever the last man standing in the duck race is going to win. So it's gonna continue just like the Wheel of Fortune. So have no fear on that one. I know, that's kind of the way we want to play the game of elimination, last man standing wins, just like we did on the Wheel of Fortune. All right, and when is the sign up for the giveaway? I forgot. Okay. You know what that means, guys. Mike B's here. He doesn't know how to do it, so we're going to play the video one more time.
It's time to play a Wheel of Fortune on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Enter to win Mossman. Email weirdfantastictoys@gmail.com. Include in the subject line, contest, Mossman. In the body, your name and mailing address. Include an optional screen name if you want something different on the screen. Winners outside the continental United States must pay shipping costs. Enter the contest to win McFarlane Superpowers Robin. Email weirdfantastictoys@gmail.com. In the subject line, include contest Robin. In the body, your name and mailing address, and optional screen name to put on the screen for the contest. Winners outside the continental USA must cover shipping costs. Tune in to the Sunday Hangout, Sunday, October 29th, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central.
That should answer your question there, Mike, and that's how you do it. All right. And Deborah says that is a nice figure there. That Venger figure is a big boy. And when I had the Strongheart and Warduke figures out, he is pretty much the same height as they are. So I think that these figures scale very well with the NECA LJN tribute figures. Thanos Copter says, and we hung out for a while after the 8 hours. Oh, yeah. You guys may not know this, but when I hit the end stream button, whoever's in here with me can hang around and chat with me. So, and as long as I keep the studio open, anybody with the link can pop in as well. And that's what Patreons and channel members have a chance to do today. If you look in your Patreon chat and you look over in the community tab, I put a link to today's stream in there. So after I end the show today, you can come and hang out with me for a little while. Figuratively speaking, says, I really like the cartoon D&D figures. I really do too. They're the figures that I wanted back when the cartoon show was on TV. They waited way too late to put those out. They should have done this years ago, but hey, I'll take what I can get, and I'm glad we got them. Ostradamus Toy says, Bill, we love having you hang on. The early start was for the second drop of the figure Obscura. Okay. Yeah, I came in and hung out with you guys a little bit before I started the show, and then I had to get over here and get the show going. So, you know how that goes. Yeah, we were talking till 6 a.m. East Coast time. Wow. And Susudio says, so the slower your duck, the more chances to win. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's how the elimination works. It's just like on Wheel of Fortune. When your name gets picked by the wheel, that doesn't mean you win. It just means you're eliminated off the wheel. And Mr. Benny says, okay, that sounds more like it, more entertaining. So yeah, go Ducks. And Thanos says, yeah, man, I was exhausted. And don't know how you do it, Ozzy. I don't either, man. The Toy Mama's here. Hey, Toy Mama. And she says, good afternoon, everyone. Ozzy says he sleeps when he can. Yep, sleep when you can. Figuratively speaking, agrees that Avenger figure is super cool. Absolutely, man. And Thanos Copter says that's how Tyler Durden was born. Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club. Second rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club. All right. And Mike B says, okay, all signed up. Hey, Mike, I don't know where pop actor Rick is hiding out at. I didn't see him last night, and I haven't seen him today. He's been obviously missing. But when he entered the contest, he said, "Can I slip you $20 and you fix the wheel?" You let him know that the wheel cannot be fixed. He's got the same chance that everybody else does. And if he wants to give me a $20 super chat, that's fine with me. But it isn't going to fix anything for him on that wheel. And Thanos saying, "Hey to the Toy Mama." All right. Well, guys. It was very exciting here at this latter part of the show when I got those super chats to get me to get off my duff and get over there and open up that Avenger figure and get him out and get the Dungeon Master out in this scene too. What do you guys think? Should I put some tape on the back of my backdrop and repair it, or should I just leave it like it is? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I'm not going to run any more polls today. So Studio's got her eyes out. Mike Fee's laughing. Don't worry, Studio. I'm not falling for pop actor Rick's mess. And Deborah says, just leave it. I think you're right, Deborah. Anytime you repair something, it's worse than just leaving it like it is. Wow, 15 people showed up today. Glad you guys could make it. Glad you guys could come and hang out with me. I love hanging out with everybody on a Sunday afternoon. One of the things that I talked about last night on the Burnout Show was, sometimes we're not going to buy anything new, and of course we're not Pixel Dan or Manchild getting figures before anybody else does, or having some deal with the toy company to get free figures. So we're not getting figures early. We're getting figures that you probably already have or thinking about buying, and you're getting our review of that, not theirs, or our opinions on these things. And that's kind of what I'm doing over here. And sometimes I just want to play with my toys. And me and Jones have talked about that before. That's kind of what he and I are going to start doing is, in my case, more toy adventures coming up. Today was an adventure with Dungeons and Dragons toys, and next week it may be a continuation of that as I put up the dungeon set dressing play set and put it together and have them hanging out in the dungeon, maybe with Strongheart and Warduke in there, and Avenger, and we'll just have fun with that. And right, sometimes the hangout is just the best, Bill. Absolutely, man. Love hanging out with folks. Love interacting with the chat. Today's been a great interaction day as well. Glad you guys could show up. And like I said, Patreons, channel members, if you guys want to hit those links that you got in your Patreon, or that's on the members only under the community tab. I will hang out in here. I'll stick around for about 5 or 10 minutes after the show's over with. If nobody shows up, I'll go ahead and kill the stream. But if you guys show up and y'all want to hang out with me and just talk directly to me, and it'd be great. See what is Ozzy saying here? It says, I can't afford new every week and can't be on the top of the news, so enjoying time with each other and our toys is best. Absolutely, man, and that's how it works. Absolutely. And Payne's Toy Samples is here. Hey, man, how's it going, Payne? Good to see you, man. We had a great show today, Payne. You have to catch the replay. And might want to, since you guys were all on Ozzy's channel, y'all might want to catch the replay of last night's late night, especially you guys that are creators. It may give you some insight, especially with some of the things that Grindhead Jim said in the interview I had with him. And World Made of Cardboard said he's back and he's hit that like button. Great, dude. Great, John. Appreciate that like. And here in just a little bit, I'm going to take off. But before I do, I thought you guys might like to hear T-Law and Fisto singing one of their favorite songs. That would be the Drunken Sailor song. So let's take a listen to that, and after that, it'll be duck time.
Ready? 2, 3. What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, early in the morning.
Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in a long boat till he's sober, put him in a long boat till he's sober, put him in a long boat till he's sober, early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, early in the morning.
Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe on him, stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe on him, stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe on him, early in the morning.
Way hey, and up she rises, way hey, and up she rises, way hey, and up she rises, early in the morning. Give him a dose of salt and water, give him a dose of salt and water, give him a dose of salt and water, early in the morning. Way hey, oh, way hey, oh, way hey, oh, early in the morning.
That's what we do with the drunken sailor, that's what we do with the drunken sailor, that's what we do with the drunken sailor, early in the morning.
Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning.
Play the bagpipes, but Piper Alley did. And as a matter of fact, Melinda Music was the voice of Tila, and Bobby Waters was the voice of Fisto, and that was the real Piper Alley playing the bagpipes in that, and that was the real Mia Asano playing the fiddle. So that's how that went. It's a great song, and it's probably one of the most complicated videos that I put together to this very date, and I'm very, very proud of it, and I'm proud to share it with you guys. But no, I didn't play those bagpipes. All right, just for you, John, just for you, let's find out a little bit of history of the great Scottish bagpipe and what it really is and what it means for the character of Ally the Piper in the Motu world.
Here stands Castle Grayskull on the rocky, battle-torn planet Eternia. Locked within its cold walls lie all the ancient mystical secrets of ages past. I am He-Man, sworn to protect Castle Grayskull from the forces of evil by the force of my magical sword of power. I, Skeletor, shall gain control of Castle Grayskull's secrets and become King of Eternia. And now, He-Man faces his deadly enemy Skeletor in Instrument of War. Skeletor and his evil warriors have finally banded together for a final assault on Castle Grayskull. Come, warriors, we will assault Castle Grayskull, and I shall be the king of all of Eternia. Yeah! I'm ready, Master. Let's go. By your leave, Mistress Alley. Skeletor and his evil band of warriors have been spotted approaching Castle Grayskull just a few marches away. It's Ally the Piper, Master. You know what? Fuck you, Skeletor. I ain't going up there. Not with Ally the Piper there. She'll inspire them to kill us all. It'll be a bloodbath. I'm out of here. Master, I have something else I have to do. Maybe next time. Come, Beastman. We'll show these cowards. Beastman. Ah! Curse you, Ally the Piper!
It's time for a history lesson. After the Jacobite uprising, known as the Battle of Culloden in the year 1746, there were a series of bans and changes implemented by the English to the Scottish Highlanders. It became illegal to wear tartan and other forms of Highland dress, and the Great Highland Bagpipe was also classified as an instrument of war and was also banned. It is said that somebody was even executed for brandishing a Highland bagpipe after Culloden. If you are seen wearing a kilt or tartan, you could be put in prison for up to 6 months after just your first offense. The Highland Pipes were classified that way until 1996.
We're back, and Boba Hicks has joined us today. And Ostradamus says, "Come on, guys, 19 likes. Let's hit one more for Bill." Thank you so much, Ozzy, for shouting me out there for everybody. Yeah, no, John, that language was not in the Golden Books. That language is all weird, fantastic toy adventures. But I thought it was very appropriate, and I like it that Clawful was standing up to Skeletor in there. He said, "Screw you, Skeletor. I'm not going up there. She'll kill us all. She'll inspire them to kill us all." And that's what the bagpipe would do. They took that thing into war. And the English considered it an instrument of war. So that was just a great little thing there. So nicely done, Bill. Thank you, Susudio. Yeah, I need to get back to making some of those videos. Those videos are fun to make, and I'm going to do exactly what Grindhead Jim said. I'm going to start pushing through. I've got the Desires of Evil that I've been working on since the year before last. That's got to be made. And Boa Hicks is saying, "I haven't had a chance to watch replay from last night's stream. Crazy day today." Yeah, you're going to enjoy that one, Boba Hicks. I'm telling you. I've got an interview on there with Grindhead Jim that I play sporadically throughout the whole thing, and talking about burnout and everything. I know you and Johnny have been working on Johnny's channel over there. You guys may end up experiencing some of the same things. And Miss Deborah, I appreciate you telling me that. It inspires me to do more, and I love entertaining people, and it's just part of who I am. So thank you so much. And we're getting close to the end of the show. I'll go through what I have here and see if there's anything that you guys would like to see that I have still up here. Let's see. I think that's about it on what I've got uploaded right now. But yeah, there we go. Warmade Cardboard says, "Look up the bagpipe player Bill Millen. He played the bagpipes on the D-Day Normandy invasion." Yes, he did. I know exactly what you're talking about. And Deborah says, "Say hello to Mrs. Weird Fantastic Toys." I will. She's still working today, but she's supposed to be home tonight. She has worked all weekend long. I haven't seen her since Thursday. I haven't seen my wife since Thursday. So I'm looking forward to her getting here. And Ostradama says, "Bill, your channel is one of the best, brother. You keep posting and we'll keep watching." Thank you so much, Ozzy. I appreciate the words of encouragement, man. I appreciate those words of encouragement. Well, I've got lots to do today. Check out what Wilhelm Toy and Hobbies has put up here for us. Thank you, Will, for putting that up. He says, "Go watch the Boba Joe show." Absolutely. The Boba Joe show is brand new and it's cool. And we hit the 20 likes. Thank you for being my cheerleader there, Ozzy, and getting those guys going. And Wilhelm Toys says that the RoboCop episode was amazing. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and start rewatching some of that stuff. You know, as me and Grindhead said, you know, a lot of times as content creators, we don't get to watch as much as we used to. So that's kind of the same. We just have to watch when we can. And I'm sure you understand, Will, because you're now a creator too, and you're going through the same thing. And Bo was saying thank you. And Mike Fee agrees with Ozzy there. And Also telling Ozzy the same. We love the Ozzy streams too. I mean, it's just all kinds of fun. And Wilhelm's cheering him on there. And what you got there, Susudio? Susudio saying, my phone is dying, gotta go. Good today, Bill. Really enjoy your late night show. Hope you keep doing it. I will. I'll keep doing it and keep working at it. As my bars continue to go low here, I'm going to have to go ahead and kill that toy cam, get those resources back going again. There we go. And Ostradamus says, we love you, Mike, brother. Maybe one day you can come on live. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And Mike, once you become a channel member here, you can hang out with me and you can actually come on the show if you want to, because you'll have those links available to you. So that's my problem. I haven't had time to watch much. Yeah, it happens, man. And good journey to you all. And we're going to get ready to play those ducks here in a minute. You patrons, if y'all want to hang out with me, I'll stick around for about 10 minutes after the show's over with and see if anybody actually shows up later, everybody. Yeah. It's time to feed those ducks. I'm going to go ahead and get them fed. And I just want to tell everybody how much I appreciated you coming in today and joining me. It's been a great show. I've had a lot of fun today hanging out with everybody. Ostradamus says it's difficult keeping up with all the amazing challenge creators, but remember, there's always a replay, and like the videos and leave comments and just enjoy one another. Absolutely. And a good journey to you, Miss Deborah. Slow Jam Duck, John, absolutely. Good journey to everyone. Hope to see you all next time. Love you too, studio. Just glad you guys showed up today, and we'll do it again next Sunday. And well, no, we won't. Next Saturday is my birthday, so I'm not going to do a Saturday night show because I'm going to be with my daughter and my wife that day. Jones are expressing interest in maybe doing a show with Studio Saturday night, but he also has a birthday on the 28th, so he may not be able to make it either. So just keep a lookout on your notifications. There may or may not be a show, but I won't be doing it Saturday. I'm going to try to do a Sunday show next week. It all depends on, how tired I am after the birthday party stuff. And anyway, you guys have a great journey, and we'll see you all next time right here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures.
Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.